What's up guys, and welcome back to Mathematical Mindset. So right here guys, we have this ninth exponential problem and we are to find the value of x. So guys, you want to simply note that x is an element of a real what number. So you want to take note of this right here. So the first thing guys you want to do is to simply rewrite it in terms of 2. So rewriting it in terms of 2, we have this to be 2 raised to the power of 3 or raised to the power of x minus 2 raised to the power of x is equal to the square root of 2. Alright, so we know right here from property of exponents, if we have a raised to the power of m or raised to the power of n, we can easily interchange this as a raised to the power of n or raised to the power of m. So applying this, we have this to be 2 raised to the power of x or raised to the power of 3 minus 2 raised to the power of x, and this is equal to the square root of 2. So from here, we're going to say suppose that 2 raised to the power of x is equals to m, then we have this to be m raised to the power of 3 minus m is equal to the square root of 2. We want to simply take note of this. Let's call this equation what? Star. Alright, so from here the next thing is to simply square both sides. So we have this to be m raised to the power of 3 minus m all square is equal to the square root of 2 all square. So applying this property right here that says if we have a minus b all square, this is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So applying this property to the right hand side of this equation, where we have a is equals to m raised to the power of 3 and b is equals to m. So we have this to be m raised to the power of 3 all square plus m raised to the power of 2 minus 2 multiply m raised to the power of 3 multiply m, and this is equal to this. We cancel out this, we have this to be what? 2. But we already know that if we have a raised to the power of m or raised to the power of n, this is equals to a raised to the power of m multiply n. So applying this, we have this to be m raised to the power of 3 multiplied 2 is 6 plus m square minus 2m. Now this is raised to the power of 1. From the property of exponents, if we have a raised to the power of n multiply a raised to the power of n, this is equals to a raised to the power of n plus n. So applying this, we have this to be m raised to the power of 3 plus 1, and this is equals to 2. So we have m raised to the power of 6 plus m raised to the power of 2 minus 2m or raised to the power of 3 plus 1 is 4, and this is equal to what? 2. So we want to simply rearrange this equation and set it to 0. So we have this to be m raised to the power of 6 minus 2m raised to the power of 4 plus m squared minus 2, and this is equals to what? 0. I just simply rearrange all of this right here so we can easily factor out from this and from this. So for the first part, we have m raised to the power of 4 to be a common term, and if we factor this out, we have m raised to the power of 2 minus 2 plus, from here we have 1 to be common, so we have m raised to the power of 2 minus 2, and this is equals to what? 0. So from here we have this and this to be common, so we have m raised to the power of 2 minus 2 multiply m raised to the power of 4 plus 1, and this is equals to what? 0. So we have m squared minus 2 equals to 0, and m raised to the power of 4 plus 1 equals to 0. Alright, so we are going to solve for m raised to the power of 2 minus 2 equals to 0. We have that m raised to the power of 2 is equals to 0 plus 2, and m raised to the power of 2 is equals to what? 2. Now we want to simply recall equation star, and from equation star we said suppose m is equal to 2 raised to the power of x, right? So we want to simply recall that m is equals to 2 raised to the power of x. So from here we have this to be 2 raised to the power of x all square is equals to what? 2. Alright, so this was from here up to this what? Point by simply substituting the value of m. Alright, so from here we have that if we have a raised to the power of m or raised to the power of n, this is equals to a raised to the power of mn. Alright, so we have this to be 2 raised to the power of x multiplied 2 is 2x, which is equals to 2 raised to the power of 1. Now we say if a raised to the power of m is equals to a raised to the power of n, then we have that m is equals to n. So from here we have that 2x is equals to what? 1. So dividing both sides by 2 to isolate x, this we cancel out this. So we have that x is equals to 1 over 2, and we have the first value of x. So let's simply solve for m raised to the power of 4 plus 1 equals to 0. So we have this to be m raised to the power of 4 is equals to 0 minus 1, and m raised to the power of 4 is equals to minus 1. Now, but we want to recall that m is equals to 2 raised to the power of x. And at the beginning we said that x is an element of a real number, but 2 raised to the power of x is always positive since the value of x is an element of a real number. So hence, from m raised to the power of 4 equals to -1, we find out that m is positive and this other part, which is -1, is what? Negative. So hence, this solution is what? Rejected. We can't make use of this because we have a positive and a negative value right here. So m raised to the power of 4 plus 1 equals to 0 is hereby what? Rejected. So we have only one valid solution for x, and that is x equals to 1 over 2. So right here guys, the next thing we want to do is to simply verify to show that our answer is actually correct. So we have this to be 8 raised to the power of x minus 3 raised to the power of x is equal to the root of -2, and we have that x is equals to 1 over 2. So we have this to be 8 raised to the power of 1 over 2 minus 2 raised to the power of 1 over 2 is equal to the square root of 2. We want to recall that if we have a raised to the power of 1 over 2, this is the same thing as the square root of a. So we have this to be the square root of 8 minus the square root of 2, and this is equal to the square root of 2. Now we know that 8 can easily be expressed as 4 multiplied 2 minus the square root of 2, and this is equal to the square root of 2. So we have this to be the square root of 4 multiply the square root of 2 minus the square root of 2, and this is equal to the square root of 2. The square root of 4 is 2 root 2 minus the square root of 2, and this is equal to the square root of 2. If we factor out the square root of 2, we have this to be 2 minus 1, which is equal to the square root of 2. The square root of 2 minus 1 is 1, which is equal to the square root of 2. So the square root of 2 is equal to the square root of 2. So left hand side is equal to the what? Right hand side. And guys, this is how you can solve this nice problem right here, and we have the value of x to be equal to 1 over 2. So with this guys, I'm going to see you in the next video, and if you are not yet subscribed to Mathematical Mindset, please do it to click onto the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video, and guys, see you in the next video.